You're not alive. Okay. You're back.
I'm back. It just quit. I don't know what's happening, guys. We have this reliable Wi-Fi. We were in a groove and it just quit on us. So sorry. I hope you guys have an easy time hopping back in. I'm going to measure this out while people join us again. We were almost done. I guess that's the good news.
People are coming back in.
All right, people. I'm telling you, that kind of week. But we are back. I'm picking up right where we started. So if you are a new person tuning in, we were live a minute ago. We just had some technical difficulties. Instagram just quit on us. We've been making an epic margarita, and we were at the very last part. We were adding simple syrup. And I was going to talk about simple syrup because I like using this instead of sugar. We're adding 2 tablespoons. If you guys all go to the Mom to Summit stories, they posted the recipe. So don't worry if you didn't follow along the whole way. Not a problem. But simple syrup is easier because it dissolves quickly. I have it in my fridge to use at all times. If you don't want to make it, you can use super fine sugar. I prefer that over granulated sugar, but you can use granulated sugar. But the deal with simple syrup is equal parts granulated sugar in water, in a pot, bring to a boil, reduce the heat, simmer until it gets nice and thick and viscous, till it's like a syrup. Then put it in a mason jar, put it in one of these convenient pourries, and it stays in the fridge literally forever, and you always have it on hand. So we put in 2 tablespoons, and I think that's just the right amount. The other great thing about having simple syrup around is that once you shake this up and taste it, if it's not sweet enough for you, you can always add more really, really easily without having to reshake. So there you go. Are people coming back? People coming back?
Yes.
Margaritas. Hey, when you're drinking a margarita, it's all good. You just kind of roll through it. And now we shake. Oh, no we don't. I got thrown off. Instagram threw me off.
You forgot your secret ingredient.
Were you going to tell me?
Yes.
You were?
I'm trying to stay in the background.
Oh my God, look how strong I am. There we go. This is what happens. Live media punks out on you. You get thrown off, but no worries. We always fix it. Bitters is my secret ingredient. Da, 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 da. So I learned this years ago, and I honestly don't quite remember where it came from. I love making sure that I attribute properly, but I can't remember. Been doing this for years. There are so many fancy bitters now. If you can find an orange bitters, that would be beautiful. But regular works. I start with about 4 drops myself. But if you're like, what is she doing? Add 2 or 3, see if you taste the difference. If you love it and you want more of that like slightly floral bitter flavor to balance out that sweet and that tart and that grassy from that agave, go for it. Again, just like the simple syrup, it's easy to add after you have shaked. Shake. Now
Question.
It's time. Yes.
Stacie, maybe, asked if you use it for anything else besides drinks.
Bitters? No, that's a great question. I wonder, see, whenever you ask a question like that to a recipe developer, my mind is going and I'm like, oh my gosh, what would I use it for? It does have a beautiful floral bitter flavor. It's usually just made from it's like a tincture basically of botanicals. So that's a really good question. I wonder if in baking, that could be really fun. Like chamomile, like in a custard or something. I don't know.
What about butters? Bitter butters.
Bitter butters. Maybe. Okay. He's not in the food industry, folks. But you are a good eater, and you do have a wonderful palate. You want one?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this makes 1 or 2 or a big double. Now, while I'm pouring and sipping this epic margarita, I'm just going to talk you through. Look at that. So beautiful. And actually, I was thinking that needs a few more ice cubes. And if it had it, it would be the perfect pour. Oh, yeah. Let's move everything out of the way. Now, you guys, first of all, cheers. Thank you even through the technical difficulties. Yum. I was like, it's too early here. I'm not going to drink my whole margarita afterwards.
Oh, it's really good.
Nice. Let's talk really quickly before I sign off about making a mocktail. Because honestly, I talk real big about drinking, but the guy behind the camera knows I have one drink and I'm like, good night. So I don't drink every night. The measurements are different. In Mom 2 Summit Stories, you have the exact recipe. Actually, I have it here. Should I tell you guys really quick? We're gonna use the lime juice, we're gonna use the orange juice, we're gonna use the simple syrup. That's it. You can add the bitters if you want to experiment. And then we're also gonna use tonic water. That's what makes this more than just a limeade. The tonic water, what's it called? Quinine?
Quinine.
Quinine has that like a little something extra that almost feels like the agave in a weird way. So it's half an ounce, 1 tablespoon each of orange juice and of lime juice. I have my little cheat sheet here because I don't always remember the mocktail because I make this version more. And then 1 ounce, which is 2 tablespoons of simple syrup, okay? So 1 tablespoon lime juice, 1 tablespoon orange juice, 2 tablespoons simple syrup. Shake, pour over ice in a glass, and then top it all off completely with tonic. Now, you can rim the glass. Do we have questions? Because I didn't do that.
Some new people joined recently, so I thought it would be good if you did a recap of the main primary margarita recipe.
Primary margarita recipe. Again, it's in Mom 2 Summit. We started with 3 ounces of tequila. I used Blanco. You can use Reposado. We did half an ounce, which is 1.5 ounce, sorry, which is 3 tablespoons of Cointreau, and also fresh lime juice. And then we did 1 ounce, which is 2 tablespoons of simple syrup and fresh orange juice. And I added my secret ingredient, which is like 3 or 4 little drops, maybe 5 if you're feeling crazy, of bitters. Shake it up, pour over ice. We didn't talk about salt on the rim. Some people say it opens up your taste buds. But if you want salt on the rim, I have to admit that I'm actually a little embarrassed because I feel like it's hard to be a foodie person and not put salt on the rim of your glass. But I don't. Anyway, you would take a lime and you would just get a wedge so that you can get a nice, like you can hug the lip of the glass and just rub it around like that. And then take rock salt before you add the ice in the drink, obviously. Turn it over, scooch back and forth. And I once did a recipe where I took freeze-dried fruit, like freeze-dried strawberries, I remember was my favorite, but there was also mango. And if you just crush it up and mix it with the salt and then do that, you get kind of a sweet and salty thing on the rim as well, which is a really fun twist on this. So that's my margarita. That's my margarita mocktail. Say that 5 times fast, can you? That is, what else? My cookbook, it just came out. I am at Stacie Billis. I host a podcast called Didn't I Just Feed You on social media. Otherwise, it's just Didn't I Just Feed You. Thank you so much to Mom 2 Summit for having me. This is such a highlight after such a long week. I hope it was for you guys as well. And have you been following along this live series? It's awesome. I also really love how like everybody else this week was like, gratitude letters, like coronavirus capsule, like all this like heartwarming, connecting, giving, and then I'm here making margaritas. But you know what? I'm okay with who I am. The next live is gonna be May 4th with Amira Martin, my friend. She's amazing. She's fantastic. May the 4th. She'll be talking about Star Wars, obviously. There's also a Facebook Live series that Mom 2 Summit is hosting on Facebook all about money. Love that. Money and margaritas. I can't really talk about the money part, but I can talk about the margaritas part. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you make this margarita and love it. Let us know in the comments. Any final questions before I go?
Well, Michelle just said this margarita is delicious and hubby approved.
Yes! That is the perfect way to sign off. Friends, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy.
And we're out.
Can you save it? Save it, save it. Don't touch anything. There should be a button to save it. Why can't I save? That's so frustrating.